Ty Schaefer driving, runs into Logan Rodenbaugh, and we get the foul call. Offensive charge. Logan Rodenbaugh with good position draws the charge on Ty Schaefer, and the Ramblers will get the ball back. Big possession coming up for McBain right now. With 3:40 remaining in this game, they trail by 7.
Yeah, right now you can't really stop or change the momentum. Right now McBain's got to stop it, then shift the weight into their favor. And that's a little clock, but they do have the ability to do it as Connor Murphy checks back in the game for the Ramblers.
Devin Morris for 3, left wing, yes! Devin Morris! Catch and pull, just like Coach Copeman told him to do. It's a 32-28 Aggie lead. Chillman with Murphy defending him. Drives left. Yeah, we're going to get a foul call on Connor Murphy. I think Murphy must have put a hand on Chillman as Chillman was driving on him, and the foul call away from the basket will send Chillman to the line for a 1-and-1, and that's pretty much as good as letting him make that layup. You know, we're going to get a full timeout from the Aggies. We will take that moment to take a break. 32-28, Beal City leads the Ramblers by 4. 3:17 remaining in the ball game. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back right after this.
Arrangements for a loved one is never easy. At Burkholder Family Funeral Home in McBain, they can help you get through the process one step at a time. Serving the families in McBain and the surrounding communities for over 40 years, they take pride in providing exceptional services that families can actually afford. The caring and compassionate staff at Burkholder Family Funeral Home can help ease the burden. Burkholder Family Funeral Home. Visit them today at 211 North Pine Street in McBain or call 231-825-8191.
And welcome back to Beal City High School. Jay Simon alongside Gary Hawkeye Vanna, Zach Wiggins, and Damien. Turning the Dallas Force back in the studio. Zach with a job shadow, showing somebody else the ropes. 32-28 our score here in Beal City. The Ramblers trail by 4 with 3:17 remaining. And Aggie standout Logan Chillman going to the line for a 1-and-1. He is a perfect 4 of 4 from the line on the night. There have not been many free throws in this game. The Ramblers 0 for 2 from the line as Chillman knocks down the first. The Aggies are just 5 of 7. So despite the intense defensive pressure from these teams, they're playing clean. There have not been many calls, not been many trips to the line. Chillman's second free throw is good. Down free throws. 34-28 Beal City. Grayson Verberkmos over the timeline to Connor Murphy. 3:05 remaining in this one. Devin Morris to Garrett Verberkmos. Swung around for Logan Rodenbaugh. Verberkmos, the younger, 3-ball no good. Rebounded by Morris, and Morris is going to draw the foul on the putback attempt. So Devin Morris will go to the line for 2.
And I think they got Chillman on that one.
Nope. They got Adam Pung. Second on Pung. It's just the 6th on the Aggies, but now the next Aggie foul will send the Ramblers to the line as Morris knocks down the first. .256 remaining in the ball game as Devin Morris back irons the second. Logan Rodenbaugh with the rebound. His elevation lays it up and in. A non-traditional three-point play by the Ramblers, and it's a 34-31 Beal City lead. Chillman over the timeline. 2:44 remaining in this one. Here's the freshman, Ryan Gottliber, top of the key. Right-handed dribble will send it over to the corner for Ivan Paul, who's given the Aggies a lot of good minutes off the bench. Chillman defended by Morris. Drives right into the corner for Paul. Paul, lefty dribble across the lane. Kick out into the corner. Gottliber, the freshman, for 3. Good! His first shot of the game is a 3 from the corner, and he knocks it down. 37-31. A 6-point Aggie lead for Verberkmos. Garrett in the paint. Tough shot. Might have been partially blocked. Holding his face like he took a shot to the nose. Aggies come up with the rebound. Chilman over to Gottlieb. Keep calling him Gottlieb. Gottlieb. Back to Junker now. Junker driving right side, elevating over Murphy, lays it up and in. Easton Junker with his 7th point of the game. And now we're going to get a timeout from the Ramblers as Coach Copeman is going to use the first part of his timeout to ask the officials why there was no foul call on the Garrett Verberkmos drive.
Yeah, exactly.
We're going to take a quick break, folks. 39-31, Beale City with the lead. 1:46 remaining in the game. We'll be back in 30 seconds right after this.
Agricultural Schools offers a quality, well-rounded education for the whole child. McBain students have a technological head start from the beginning with their own issued MacBook or iPad. Rambler students are immersed in strong curriculum, including access to a large variety of vocational programs, a winning athletics program, and access to a new state-of-the-art performing arts center. Challenging competitive times require a challenging competitive education. Give your child the McBain advantage. McBain Rural Agricultural Schools.
And welcome back to Beale City High School. Jay Simon, Gary Hawkeye Vanna with you. Zach Wiggins and Damian Brooks turning the dials for us back in the studio. The Ramblers tied this game at 25 apiece on a pair of back-to-back Grayson Verberkmos threes. But the Aggies have turned up the heat, going on a 14-6 run to take an 8-point lead with 1:46 remaining in this one. Ramblers need buckets, and they need them quick. Verberkmos, the younger, on the near Aggie sideline, and there's another steal as he tried to bounce past that to Garrett, taken away again. The Aggies seem to just be baiting that pass and taking it away every time they look for him. Chilman to the freshman for 3, no good, and the rebound pulled down by Logan Rodenbaugh. Here comes McBain. Connor Murphy over to Devin Morris for 3, front iron, no good. Garrett Verberkmos with the rebound, can't get it to go. Logan Rodenbaugh, the layup won't go, but he draws the foul with 1:15 remaining.
It looked like
the Ramblers will go to the line.
It looked like
Garrett needs a left hand.
No, I was going to say, it looked like Copeman was about ready to chew him out for not following Verberkmos, but it ended up in Rodenbaugh's hand, and I think he's more confident with Rodenbaugh at the free throw line, so he decided to walk away and bite his tongue.
Decided to calm it down. I was surprised that Garrett didn't use the left hand on that. He tried to get across and use his right to make that from the left side. He's so lengthy. You feel like he can lay that in from anywhere he wants, as Logan Rodenbaugh knocks down both free throws. But Garrett with the big rebound off the missed 3 from Devin Morris leads to the Rodenbaugh trip to the line. 39-33. It's a 2-possession game for McBain with 1:15 to go. And you almost feel like now, Hawkeye, that they need to put 3 players on Logan Chilman because he's not who you want to foul. I'd foul anybody else but Logan Chilman.
Now, explain to me why you don't foul before the inbound pass.
You can't. It's an intentional foul that then
in high
the
school.
other. I believe it is. Yes.
Because we've seen it before where it's not been called an intentional.
I guess it depends on what you do. I think it might be a judgment call. If my super secret source wasn't working tonight, I would ask him. I believe, though, that it's got to be like in the act of defending. Like I think it's a subjective call by the official whether or not to call that intentional. But you run that risk. I could be making all that up. 1:15 remaining as Logan Chilman will inbound for the Aggies, which is good news for the Ramblers, although they do not get the foul on Ivan Paul. They get it back to Chilman. Chilman now will drive, double teamed. Finds Paul across half court. Paul with one dribble, picks up his dribble, looking for help. Finds Gottlieb. Gottlieb will dribble across the right side to Paul on the right wing. Minute to go in the game. Chilman top of the key, working against Logan Rodenbaugh. Picks up his dribble on the right wing, circling, looking for help. Finds Paul, and I'm surprised they finally will call the foul on Ivan Paul. Not on Ivan Paul. Ivan Paul will be the benefactor. Devin Morris, I believe, will get the foul call. And it will send Ivan Paul to the line, and I'm speculating based on his jump shot that might be a good foul. We'll see. 39-33. The lefty at the line. Back irons the first. Two-possession game. 6-point Aggie lead. 50.9 seconds remaining here in Beale City. Paul. Front irons the second. Ball rebound. Tapped around. Rodenbaugh comes up with it. Grayson Verberkmos over the timeline. Morris was wide open in the corner. Instead finds Murphy, top of the key, no good. Logan Rodenbaugh had the wide open layup at the front of the rim to lay that in. He got fouled from behind and missed it, but he will go to the line now for 2. And in a way, this is beneficial. Logan with a chance to put points on the board with the clock not moving. 38.1 seconds remaining. It's a 6-point Aggie lead. And Logan misses the first. Adam Pung will check back into the game now for the Aggies. Ivan Paul will take a seat. Yeah, we are going to get a timeout. Coach Copeman, I believe, is at least out of 30s. I don't know if he has a full remaining. Unofficially, he's got a full remaining. 38 seconds remaining in this one, 39-33. Beale City with the lead. Want to remind you, this broadcast brought to you in part by High Point Cadillac GMC, McNally's Party Store, McBain and Lake City Family Pharmacy, Falmouth Co-op, the Wexford Misaki Career Tech Center, McLean Transmissions, McBain Hardware, our halftime sponsor, Amp Wireless, Pluger Mechanical, our pregame show sponsor, McBain Rural Agricultural Schools, and Northern Truck Service. The Northern Truck Service postgame show will be coming up at the conclusion of this one. Winner advances to the regional semifinal on Tuesday of next week at Houghton Lake against the winner of Oscoda and some team I can't remember because I assume it will be Oscoda. Oscoda 20-0. They're 2 teams, the only 2 undefeated teams in the state in the same school, boys and girls. 5-point Aggie lead. Shillman gets it into Yunker. Yunker trying to get around, gets it to Pung. Pung will take it over half court. And the Ramblers will foul Pung right in front of the Aggie bench. And will send the senior, Adam Pung, to the line. The foul is going to be called on Logan Rodenbaugh. It's his third after he picked up 2 fairly quick ones earlier in this game. Adam Pung back irons the first. Pung's second attempts. Back iron, rattles around and drops. 6-point Beale City lead. 30 seconds to go. Connor Murphy trying to get it down to Verberkmos, and Seth Schaefer is going to be called for the foul. And I don't honestly blame Seth Schaefer for kind of looking at the official askance. They've let him get away with that most of the night. Yeah, it's been his go-to move. It's been very effective. 25 seconds remaining in this one. 1-1 for Garrett Verberkmos. Big free throw from the senior. Gives himself a second opportunity. Front iron, no good. And the ball is going to go off Schaefer and out of bounds. And the Ramblers, Devin Morris battling the big man, Seth Schaefer. And the Ramblers will get it back. It's 40-35 with 23 seconds remaining. Grayson Verberkmos surveying. Looking for some help. Sends it out to Devin Morris. To Connor Murphy. Back over to Verberkmos. Devin Morris for 3, left wing. Front iron, no good. Garrett Verberkmos with the rebound. Shuffles inside to Grayson, who misses the bunny. Garrett with the rebound and putback. And Garrett will go to the line for 2 with 12.2 seconds remaining in this one. Boy, the Ramblers with all kinds of opportunities on the inside.
You got to make it a one-possession game to have a chance.
Yep. And Garrett misses the first. Almost wish he'll miss this one and hope the Ramblers can get another loose ball rebound with 12.2 seconds remaining. This free throw would only make it a 4-point game. Knocks it down. Aggies inbound it to Chillman. And after letting Logan Chillman inbound it every previous time, Hawkeye, they have Pung inbound it to Chillman, and now Chillman will go to the line with a chance to put this one away.
Yeah, what they did on that one is that because the Aggies weren't able to set it up and had the quick transition right there.
That's the best thing for him, though.
Yeah.
I mean, this is your best free throw shooter. This is who you want at the line in this situation.
Steel City with the traditional, nobody rebounding, everybody back on half court to stop any miracle.
Yep. Shulman knocks down the first. He is 5 for 5 in this quarter, 7 for 7 on the night. Make it 8 for 8. Logan Shulman gives them a 42-36 lead. Grayson Verberkmos quickly over the timeline. Morris to Logan Rodenbaugh for 3, no good. Garrett Verberkmos can't get the putback. Devin Morris with the tap in, but that's going to do it. The Beale City Aggies with the upset win over the McBain Ramblers. And they advance to the regional semis. They are Division III district champions. (42-38) is your final from Beale City. We'll take a break and be back. The Northern Truck Service postgame show coming up right after this.
When it's late, when it's snowing, when you just have to have it. It's nice knowing McNally's Party Store in downtown McBain is open 7 days a week. Locally owned and operated with the friendliest cashiers helping to serve your grocery needs. From candy and chips to pop and munchies, McNally's Party Store, they're still keeping it cold. And wishing the McBain Ramblers good luck in tonight's game. That's McNally's Party Store in downtown McBain, open 7 days a week.
Huttinga Electric of Cadillac is your trusted and expert electric contractor, providing you with only quality services. We've always sought to provide you with reliable services because your satisfaction is our top priority. Locally owned and operated, Huttinga Electric is your local choice for electrical contracting, specializing in residential, commercial, industrial, and agricultural electrical projects. We're licensed and insured for your protection. Call Huttinga Electric at 231-779-4699 today.
Your one-stop farm supply store is Falmouth Co-op in the heart of agriculture country. With locations at Falmouth and McBain, Falmouth Co-op has what you need to keep all your animals well-fed and healthy. Plus, bulk fuel and professional agronomy services like custom fertilizers and spraying and soil and grid sampling. Falmouth Co-op is your premier grain dealer and birdseed headquarters. And the McBain location has pizza, burgers, wings, and appetizers. Stop in today at either location in Falmouth and McBain. Falmouth Co-op is proud to support McBain's student athletes.
High school students are training for the jobs of tomorrow today at the Wexford-Missaukee Career Technical Center in Cadillac. Juniors and seniors from 12 area high schools can choose from 14 career-driven programs. Free college credit is available. Visit WMISD.org and click or tap the Career Technical Education link. See all the great programs, then talk to your student's counselor. Call 876-2200. The Wexford-Missaukee Career Technical Center on 13th Street across from Baker College. Proud to serve the students of McBain High School. CTC is the place.
McBain Rural Agricultural Schools offers a quality, well-rounded education for the whole child. McBain students have a technological head start from the beginning with their own issued MacBook or iPad. Rambler students are immersed in strong curriculum, including access to a large variety of vocational programs, a winning athletics program, and access to a new state-of-the-art performing arts center. Challenging competitive times require a challenging competitive education. Give your child the McBain advantage. McBain Rural Agricultural Schools.
Huttinga Electric of Cadillac is your trusted and expert electric contractor, providing you with only quality services. We've always sought to provide you with reliable services because your satisfaction is our top priority. Locally owned and operated, Huttinga Electric is your local choice for electrical contracting, specializing in residential, commercial, industrial, and agricultural electrical projects. We're licensed and insured for your protection. Call Huttinga Electric at 231-779-4699.
And welcome back to Beale City High School. Jay Simon alongside Gary Hawkeye Vanna. Zach Wiggins and Damian Brooks turning the dials for us back in the studio. The Beale City Aggies are accepting the medals, and head coach Cam Gattrell accepting the Division III District Championship trophy as the student section storms the crowd to celebrate with their student body. 42-38, your final. The Beale City Aggies defeating the McBain Ramblers here in Beale City. I got a crazy stat for you, Hawkeye. Beale City led this game 22-19 after 3 quarters of play, and they outscored McBain 20-19 in the fourth quarter alone.
Wow, that's just amazing that the McBain had 1 quarter to equal their whole output for the other 3. Then it still wasn't enough, as both teams just went to an offensive explosion in the fourth quarter.
Combined, they knocked down 6 threes in that fourth quarter alone. The Aggies knocked down 7 threes in the game, so they got 21 of their 42 points, half from beyond the arc. Meanwhile, the Ramblers knocked down 6 of their own, so they got 18 of their 38 from beyond the arc. So the two teams using the long ball very effectively tonight. Let's run down the scoring for you in this one real quick. For the Aggies, Logan Chillman, the standout junior who forced Coach Copeman to run a box-and-one defense to try and limit him, finishes with a game-high 15 points. 8 of those from the line, all in the second half, including 6 of 6 from the line in the fourth quarter. He was a perfect 8 for 8 from the line, hitting the big free throws when they were necessary. Ty Schaefer, the junior, knocked down 3 threes of his own. He finishes with 11 points for the Aggies. Easton Junker finishes with 7. And Adam Pung, Ryan Gottliber, the freshman, and Trey Small finished with 3 points apiece. Gottliber, the freshman, hitting that 3 from the baseline, I believe, when the game was tied at 25 in that corner, his first shot of the game, and he knocked it down. You mentioned that he's a shooter, and they brought him out. He didn't shoot till the fourth, but he shows why. They go a combined 11 for 15 from the free throw line on the night, do the Aggies. 11 of 14 in the second half alone. As I mentioned, the second half really when both offenses came alive. Meanwhile, for the Ramblers, well, they usually like to get some really good balanced scoring, and tonight it was not quite what they're used to getting. Logan Rodenbaugh paces the Ramblers with a team-high 11 points. Devin Morris finishes with 9. Morris with a team-high 6 in the fourth quarter, along with Grayson Verberkmos, who hit back-to-back triples with about 4 minutes left in that fourth quarter to tie it at 25. He finishes with 8 points in the game. Garrett Verberkmos finishes with 6, and really had to work hard for those 6, as they definitely surrounded him in that zone defense. And Daniel Rodenbaugh finishes with 4, all in the first half for McBain, who goes 6 of 12 from the line, all in the fourth quarter. This is the Northern Truck Service post-game show. Our thanks to Northern Truck Service, along with all of our broadcast partners, for their support of Rambler and Comet Athletics here on 107.9 CDY. Well, Hawkeye, we've got to get out some post-game awards, but it's a little bittersweet. This is it for the Ramblers. They finished the season at 16-5. They do get the Highland title, sharing it with Manton at 11-1. That's always one of their goals, but I think they were hoping for a little bit deeper run in the postseason tonight. The Aggies, though, just really stepping up when they needed to.
Yeah, last game was a 1-point game, and you knew the Aggies were going to be extremely tough all season long. Copeman said that when you come down to Beale City, it's like spotting the Aggies 10 points before you even roll the ball out. And really, they fed off the home crowd. They played the best game we've seen them play. We've only seen them a handful of times, but this was by far the best game we've seen them play. And that Chillman just picked him up on his shoulders and really caused McBain not to play traditional McBain ball.
Yeah, traditional McBain ball is a lot of back cuts, a lot of cutting through the lane, a lot of layups because guys get loose because of the motion offense that they run. It just wasn't there tonight. Garrett Verberkmos couldn't get anything going on the inside because they had 2 or 3 guys keeping an eye on him. And credit the Aggies for that defensive effort, but they were able to keep an eye on him and stop those entry passes. Garrett just couldn't get loose on the inside.
Nope.
And the Rambler 3-point shooters, they did knock down 6 on the night, but they needed more, and they couldn't get them to go when they really needed them, other than that back-to-back. Got to give Grayson Verberkmos, the sophomore, credit for those back-to-back threes that tied it at 25. But from that point, they were outscored. Well, that can't be right. Oh, yeah, 17-13. But they were outscored more significantly until they made another late run. I was going to say they were They've been outscored from that point, something like 13-6 for a little while. Well, Hawkeye, let's give out a couple of these post-game awards. I want to start with the George Johnson All-Heart Award. The George Johnson All-Heart Award given to the Rambler that best exemplifies the passion and love for Rambler athletics that George Johnson, coach, had. Longtime assistant coach on the basketball team with Coach Coatman, and just a beloved figure. Probably the biggest fan the Ramblers have ever had. Lost him 2 football seasons ago. And the George Johnson All-Heart Award given to the Rambler who best exemplifies what he believed in his love for the game. And what you got?
Well, after watching this game, there was just one player that just stood above everybody else, that just put the heart out there. They left everything on the floor. They bled, they sweated, and I saw a little bit of crying at the end. There's only one person I can give this to. That is Daniel Chris, Garrett Verberkmos, Justin Camphouse, Logan Ronenbaugh, Chase Pilkus, and Devin Morris. The last group to be coached by George Johnson will get the George Johnson All-Heart Award. And you asked me, how can I say one person and then list 6 names, but they were one unit.
That's why he's the best color analyst in the business, folks. Creativity like that. There you go. The 6 seniors.
You should see my taxes.
The 6 seniors of the Ramblers who have played their final game in the green and gold are your George Johnson All-Heart Award winners. Well, how about the picture-perfect play of the game brought to you by Judy K. Gildy Photography? A lot of options in this one. I think I know what you're going to go with, but if I say anything, you will then zag, so I'm not going to zig.
I'm concrete, so go ahead and say what you want.
No, I don't want to say what I want. I'm just going to let you tell me who it is. The picture-perfect play of the game brought to you by Judy K. Gildy Photography is
the Garrett Verberkmos takedown shot block, where Schaefer went up with the ball and went right into the waiting palm of Garrett Verberkmos, and they struggled so far that Garrett took the ball to the floor with Schaefer with it.
Nice. I like it. You did zag a little bit. I was zigging somewhere else. That was a
Where were you going?
Oh, I was going with the back-to-back threes from Grayson Verberkmos. I thought those were huge from the sophomore. I know it's not one play. It's a series of plays.
Oh.
I was pulling a page out of your book.
Oh, no.
Play, a couple plays.
No.
In any case, Garrett Verberkmos, the big block shot on Seth Schaefer down low. Seth Schaefer refused to give up the ball, and Garrett decided to block all of it, the ball and Seth Schaefer, right to the floor.
And the thing is, he took him down with the ball. No body contact between Verberkmos and Schaefer.
It was all ball. That is your picture-perfect play of the game, brought to you by Judy K. Gildy Photography. How about one more, Hawkeye? The High Point High Achiever Award, brought to you by High Point Cadillac GMC, given to the best rebounder on the night. And a lot of options tonight. I don't know if you kept rebounding stats, but boy, in terms of just energy on the glass, you got it right upstairs, huh? In terms of energy on the glass, there's a lot of kids that had some big rebounds. It was actually the Ramblers' inability to put some of those back that kind of hurt them tonight in a 4-point game, but they were certainly cleaning the glass on those opportunities. But I know you've got it all upstairs, so you know exactly who this award should go to. What do you got?
Logan Ronenbaugh.
That's a good call.
Is your because not only he didn't lead the team in rebounds, that's Garrett Verberkmos, that's kind of too easy, but needed key rebounds to get McBain to start those runs to close the gap. That was Logan Ronenbaugh. I'm giving it to Logan Ronenbaugh as your high point, high achiever.
Brought to you by High Point Cadillac GMC. Hey, I want to quickly thank again our broadcast partners. They include Kelly's Pizza and Grill.
I got an editorial.
One sec. Holden's LP Gas, Burkholder Family Funeral Home, Huntington Electric, Judy K. Gildy Photography, LC Materials, McBain Auto Service, White Pine Boilers LLC, and Taylor Mechanical. Our sincere thanks to each and every one of our broadcast partners for allowing us to bring this broadcast to you. I wasn't going anywhere. I know you got an editorial, but my OCD forces me to read each and every one of these partners' names.
I know.
If you get a chance to stop in and say hi, please do so. What do you got, Hawkeye?
So, talking to Pat Maloney, this guy came from out of town and was trying to get the football team fundraisers to sell Burger King cards or Big B coffee cards or Wendy's cards. And him and I were talking, and you know what? We really want to say, we want people that give money back to our community. We have these box store in McBain. Money doesn't come back to the community, they take it out. But McNally's, Kelly's, We got all of your sponsors here. LC Materials, Huntington Electric. We got McBain Auto, White Pine Boilers, Taylor Mechanical, Bolton LP. These are local companies. These are companies that not only worship with us, but they give back to the school. They want you to hear this. McBain Hardware, McLean Transmission, Falmouth Co-op, Aaron Pluger with his 3 different businesses, Amp Wireless, Pluger Mechanical, Northern Truck Service. Both schools actually give money to make this happen, so you guys can listen to these games. And I just want to say support these guys, because we want to see our neighbors do well, and they want to see us do well, and they want to see these kids get as much attention as possible. And that my editorials keep the money in the community, because they are giving the money back to us.
I'm not sure that's coming through, but bravo. That is a great point. That is the adage of Up North Radio, local first.
That's right.
And they are living it in McBain as they give back to the community and the kids by helping us bring you these broadcasts.
And I mean, these businesses are so great.
Absolutely.
So we're going to be supporting girls basketball next week, because we're going to be bringing NMC to you on Monday. We're going to be having McBain and NMC doubleheader on Wednesday. We can't do this. I mean, they're supporting boys. They're supporting girls. They're just supporting us.
Absolutely. Speaking of that, we have the most exciting 15 seconds in all of sports broadcasting coming up. But we need you to hear from a few more of those broadcast partners before we do that. We'll take a quick break and wrap up from Beale City High School. 42-38, the Aggies have advanced. We'll be back right after this.
Your one-stop farm supply store is Falmouth Co-op in the heart of agriculture country. With locations at Falmouth and McBain, Falmouth Co-op has what you need to keep all your animals well-fed and healthy. Plus, bulk fuel and professional agronomy services like custom fertilizers and spraying and soil and grid sampling. Falmouth Co-op is your premier grain dealer and birdseed headquarters. And the McBain location has pizza, burgers, wings, and appetizers. Stop in today at either location in Falmouth and McBain. Falmouth Co-op is proud to support McBain's student athletes.
High school students are training for the jobs of tomorrow today at the Wexford-Missaukee Career Technical Center in Cadillac. Juniors and seniors from 12 area high schools can choose from 14 career-driven programs. Free college credit is available. Visit WMISD.org and click or tap the Career Technical Education link. See all the great programs, then talk to your student's counselor. Call 876-2200. The Wexford-Missaukee Career Technical Center on 13th Street across from Baker College. Proud to serve the students of McBain High School. CTC is the place to be.
We've all been there. We rely on our vehicles more than ever to get us where we need to go, safe and sound. McBain Auto Service is open Monday through Friday and are fully licensed and insured to serve you. With over 50 years combined experience, they specialize in everything from brakes to engine repair with no job too big or small. Stop in for a safety inspection. McBain Auto Service, located at 9438 South Maury Road in McBain, or call 231-825-2729.
The harsh northern Michigan winter is right around the corner, and that's why you need to heat your house with Holton's LP Gas. Call them today at 231-839-4600. You can contact the office for specials today. And if you're a new customer, they have specials for you as well. Holton's LP Gas has been in Lake City for 30 years, and don't worry, they service the entire listening area. They've got 24/7 live, trained professionals. Holton's LP Gas is a proud sponsor of McBain Athletics.
Hi, Tracy from Don's Auto Clinic and High Point Auto in Cadillac, your locally owned dealerships. 2019 is here, and so are some great opportunities. Lease a new 2019 GMC Terrain all-wheel drive for $249 per month. That's right, just $249 per month. Show Mother Nature who's boss while pulling down over 30 miles per gallon. Or how about the 2019 Motor Trend Truck of the Year, the Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab 4x4 for just $399 per month. Don's Auto Clinic and High Point Auto, growing together to serve you better.
And welcome back one more time to Beale City High School. Jay Simon alongside Gary Hawkeye Vanna, Zach Wiggins, and Damian Brooks running this, turning the dials for us. Back in the studio, there are still a host of fans from both schools still milling about out on the court. Ramblers obviously don't really want this to end, and kind of reminiscing, talking with parents and fans. The Aggies obviously celebrating their Division III district championship with the 42-38 win here in Beale City. Logan Rodenbaugh paces the Ramblers with a team-high 11 points. Devin Morris finished with 9. Grayson Verberkmos with 8, including a couple of huge threes in the fourth quarter that tied the game. Garrett Verberkmos finishes with 6, and Daniel Rodenbaugh with 4. As the Ramblers' season comes to an end here in the Bermuda Triangle of the Highland Conference. Hawkeye, we have talked a little bit about this Rambler team and the seniors. You gave the 6 seniors the George Johnson All-Heart Award. They're the last group of kids coached by George Johnson. But as we look forward as well now, there were a number of sophomores on this team that saw significant minutes in key moments. Exciting to see what those kids might be capable of in the next couple of years.
Yeah, you know, Copeland's really set up to reload, isn't he?
He is, if he doesn't retire.
And you also know that you looked at the fact that there was another outstanding sophomore that played JV just because he wanted to have one of the stud 6 to actually train some new bucks coming up.
Sure. Yep.
So it will be quite interesting to see. They will lose. Garrett Verberkmos is going to be a huge person to replace.
Yes.
And Logan Rodenbaugh did step up this year. And so, you know, there's some big shoes that need to be filled. But some kids with some really long arm spans waiting to get in there.
There's a lot of size. Those sophomores are not small, and some of them can get off the ground. Caden McGillis looks like he could dunk with his elbow if he wanted to. There are some good athletes, and the Rambler basketball is in good hands. Well, they tend to do this, Hawkeye, under Coach Coatman. All the time I've been broadcasting with them, they'll have a decent postseason run, and then they'll get upset at the district level. And it seems like every time they get upset at the district level, they come back the next year with a deep postseason run. So let's hope that form holds. Meanwhile, you and I will be back on Monday night as we bring you a girls district quarterfinal contest from Buckley High School, as the Northern Michigan Christian Comets will take on the Marion Eagles in a Division IV girls district quarterfinal. And then we'll have at least one, possibly 2 games for you on Wednesday if NMC advances. We'll have McBain versus Everett at 6 o'clock, followed by NMC versus Buckley if they advance in the second semifinal on Wednesday night. And then should either team advance, we would have a final for you on Friday. You can also listen to Glen Lake and Manton as the Lady Rangers take on state-ranked Glen Lake in their district semifinal over on our sister station 107.9 The Drive on Wednesday night, as Rick and Nathan Swanson bring you that call. So still a lot of basketball in front of us. The Manton Rangers have not heard, but they led Pine River early tonight in their district final. My guess is the Rangers have advanced.
Yep.
And that
would be my guess.
If I pause long enough, there's a chance that our good friend Zach Wiggins will tell me the results of that in the chat in Skype. But we need one more thing we need to do here in Beale City before we pack up, Hawkeye. And that is the most exciting 15 seconds in all of broadcasting. The Hawkeye Player of the Game, almost said Highland Surf, brought to you by Taylor Mechanical. Hawkeye Player of the Game. Everybody waits with bated breath for this moment at the end of our broadcasts to find out who you're going to name. I assume that young man then shows up at your office and receives some giant award. Nobody's ever shown it to me. I don't know exactly what it is, but I assume it's something prestigious and large. It is the most exciting 15 seconds in all of broadcasting. It's a tough call tonight. You've already given all seniors the George Johnson All-Heart Award, which leads me to think that what you often do is give the player of the game to the seniors on the last game of the season, but I'm thinking you might zig me on this one, so we'll see what you do. Go ahead. Who you got?
You know, for the last 3 years, district final game, we see a player who is not a starter come in and grow up and make an outstanding performance. We've seen Seeger Wilter do it in the McBain-Manton final when he blocked the attempted three-point shot by Hunter Rule. Last year, Logan Rodenbaugh showed up in the district finals after sitting the bench most of the game and made a huge impact to lead McBain to the district title. And it happened again tonight. Grayson Verberkmos is my Hawkeye Taylor Mechanical Player of the Game. The kid came in had to be the third string point guard is the one that they ran at point guard at the end of the game. 2 key back-to-back three-pointers. That was the original nominee for the Hawkeye Player of the Game. You know what the one before that was? His heady tip of the ball so that Field City didn't get the easy layup before the buzzer at the end of the first half. He had to play lockdown defense on Chilman, and Chilman didn't score a single bucket when Berkmos was on him. He grew up in front of us, and he's going to be moving on to the next level. I am giving my Hawkeye Player of the Game to Grayson Berkmos.
There you go. Grayson Berkmos, your Hawkeye Player of the Game, brought to you by Taylor Mechanical. Grayson, make sure you show up.
All right, gave it to him.
You already gave it to him? Oh. Well, great. I didn't see you smuggle it in here. I assumed it had to be huge. That's fantastic.
I have it under my shirt. No one can find anything under there.
Congratulations to Grayson on that postseason award. The last for the Ramblers this year as their season has come to an end. 42-38, your final here in Beale City. The Aggies are your Division III district champions, and they advance to take on, I'm assuming, Oscoda. I don't know who Oscoda was playing, but the winner of that other district, if I was any kind of play-by-play guy, I'd know the answer to this. In the regional semifinal, Tuesday night in Houghton Lake. The Manton Rangers, we're guessing, advanced over Pine River. They had a pretty sizable lead early. In any case, if they did, you can hear them on Tuesday night. You can hear us on Monday night here on CDY, NMC Girls District Quarterfinal. Busy week of basketball next week on the family of stations here on Up North Radio. That's going to do it for us. For our producer and engineer, Zach Wiggins, for Damian Brooks, for Gary Hawkeye Vanna, I am Jay Simon. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. We will see you on Monday night as the Northern Michigan Christian Lady Comets take on the Marion Lady Eagles.